It looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Oops. Whoops. We died. Into my... What? Excuse me.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Yeah, you mean it. I know you mean it. Rabbit sleep.
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Bullets everywhere.
Right. You absorbed a bio blob. These are points to unlock mutations. Those biobs by defeating morks and finding containers various places in the world. You can use the bio blobs to unlock special powers. Any to our body. It's the mutation power. Okay. Can we not do anything with that? I'm guessing we don't want to get eaten by that. Not that way. Oh,
Hand up, further you go.
Oh. Where at? Oh, we grabbed over the wall. What's up with that? Oh yeah. A beanie with ears, a sheepy beanie. I like it. We got a sheepy beanie. Oh no. What's this?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks travelled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
It seems so. found a puzzle that is scattered through the world. Some open new paths, while others feature different rewards. Between the node is selected W and S. Okay. Toggle rotations Q and E. There is a number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Each node has a certain position it must be rotated into to complete the puzzle. Running out of moves before that may have consequences. Okay. White to white, orange to orange. Right. Oh yeah, it's
Just a few moves left to make them count.
oops. I went the wrong way.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Oh, look at that. That's us. We're doing that now. That's interesting.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
A potential brain melt.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Yeah.
There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
The wheeled one. Nice. Game with the shotgun, man.
Cut that one in half. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Yep.
Kim Hobe Bekuku Hifad Muk.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
Dace,
He
that's his name.
presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Yeah, Mufurbu. Boom.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
And
He says
Popsy.
it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Dialogue settings. By default, dialogues are set to advance from one NPC line to the next automatically. If you want to manually advance dialogue, you change this in the settings. I might change that. Good. Oh gosh. Oh shit. Let's be cool. Let's see what he got to say. See what he's got to say.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
I told her I don't think she cares. I don't think she cares.
Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Right, guys. We are going to end it there. Oh, wait. No, we're not, because I can't save the game. Wait, can I save the game now? No. Shit. I guess we'll do this first. Yeah, we'll do this first. Do this first. How do I ruffle? Like this. Oh, there we go.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Is he like a piss take on Elvis? I think he is.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
One with the tree. The tree of life. This one. Whoa.
Now that you've seen the nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt.
Still have
From
doubt.
this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Take that Wong Fu. I shouldn't make it.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
End of days.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route.
I think it's a good one. I think for you.
Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route.
Hoof Puff.
Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die. if the tree isn't saved.
Koyetu Koweboy.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Do wowo.
That's him, isn't it? Out of date is the guy we've seen in our memory. Yeah. Yeah. Think about that character on screen. It's like a Professor X with hair.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Up we go. We're out into the world. Begin our story,
Know
I
that
guess.
the tree of life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Right, that is the beginning of Biomutant, guys. Can I now save the game? Presented by Experiment 101.